Boom! Yes! Woo! That's actually not that bad. How are we doing, guys? Thank you very much for joining us for the Team Emmmmsie streamer. Oh, no, not streamer of the week. Podcast of the week. Woo! And we are here today with Big Doug Slays. So thank you very much for coming, Doug Slays. And I need to change your guest chat because I hadn't done that yet because I'm a fool. Ooh. But as I'm doing this, why don't you introduce yourself to the people?
Well, thank you for having me on, first of all. My name's Doug, most of you know. I enjoy doing most of the things everybody else enjoys doing, I assume. Playing video games and streaming, supporting small streamers, and that's it became a big part of what I do.
Decent.
In real life, I'm a heating and air technician.
That sounds interesting. We'll have to get back. We'll have to get around to that.
Yeah, it's not bad, man. I enjoy it. I usually work about 50 hours a week average, though. So.
Oh, that's pretty horrible.
It makes it a task to juggle things, but I get by with it. It's not too bad.
Decent, and it also pays the bills, which is always the important thing.
Right.
But no. So, how long have you been streaming, man?
Oh, but I have only been streaming consistently for probably about 3 or 4 months now, since around December of last year. And before that, I just did it just to play around, you know.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah, but it's really kind of picked up and become part of something that I really enjoyed doing here in the past few months.
Decent.
Talking to people to play.
Yeah, because it's good fun, like enjoying getting to meet other people and actually. It's quite, because you're looking through the questionnaire, you seem heavy, you've got a really good mentality to support others and stuff, which we'll get around to eventually, which I'm looking forward to chatting to you about. But if people were to come to your streams, what are some of the games that you typically play, or you like to play?
Normally I'm playing first-person shooters for the most part. I enjoy Call of Duty, the old shooters, really. But here lately I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 1, Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch.
Also into sports games like NHL, but I'm not too good at them, so I don't see it too often. But
as long as you enjoy it, enjoy the game. That's always the main thing. So it's not too bad. That's cool. What was that? My finger.
Oh, I said any hard games as well. Hard games are always a fun
so
to play.
You played the Dark Souls games then, have you?
I played the older ones on PlayStation 3, I believe it was. My friend had one, and I played some of them, but just briefly.
Decent, yeah. I've always heard they're really tough, so I avoid them. Don't want to be. I'm not one for hard games. I'm getting stuck on Resident Evil 7. I'm like, nah. I'm getting bored of this. I can't be dealing with that. I haven't checked to see. Yeah, we can all. I'm actually hard this time. We're having no technical issues today, unlike last time, since I tried the Astros. But that's cool, man. So yeah, if there's any technical issues, guys, with the voice UK to Skype in the US, sometimes we'll have some things, but I'll just let you know as we go along if I ever need you to repeat anything. Cool?
Sounds good, man. Just let me know.
Decent. But yeah, no, that's cool. So you've got quite a wide variety of games there at the moment. We obviously play quite a bit of Overwatch together sometimes on the Xbox One. Is it just the Xbox One you're playing on at the moment?
Yeah, right now that's the only console that I have. I plan on getting a PC here pretty soon. I had a laptop, but as some people know, some people may not, it crashed due to a Windows update, so I'm trying to go through that right now.
Oh, classic Windows, eh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you open the window?
Alright. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. We've all got lives outside of our gaming stuff, so it's cool when you get to see people interacting. Was that one of your flatmates, was it?
Yeah, that's my roommate, actually.
Decent. Getting too warm in Atlanta, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's getting pretty toasty here.
And I think 10 degrees here is a bit class, so I think it's been hitting that recently, and I've been pretty boiling, but I don't think I'd be able to survive in a place like Atlanta.
It's hit or miss here, man. The weather's like some days you just really never know what to wear here. Really.
Yeah.
Like I always wear layers because it's better to have stuff to take off than it is to not have something to put on.
Yeah,
But
you can get used to it.
days, man, it'll be 38. Some days it'll be 80. Same day. You never know.
That's decent. How long have you been living in Atlanta for?
Oh, most of my life, man. I've probably lived outside of Atlanta for a total of like 1 year. I lived in Hawaii for a while.
Ooh, very nice.
For a short period, and we just lived out there, just did the backpacking thing, and it was fun, man.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
So when did you?
Nice.
How long were you there for?
Just under a year.
Decent. And when was that then, roughly? Approximately the same.
I just got back November of last year.
Oh, so you're just back recently then?
Yeah, I've just gotten back. I'm just now. I've gotten a job since I've been back, trying to get grounded again, because that was kind of like starting from scratch, doing all that,
Yeah, no, that sounds like a really good experience.
Sold most of everything I had to buy tickets and a lifestyle out there, but it was worth it, man. It was definitely worth it.
Yeah, and it's going to be something that you're never going to forget, obviously. That's a pretty cool experience to have, actually. Yeah. Decent. So, as people might have noticed from previous podcasts, we'll start from the beginning. Then we'll start talking about. So, what was the first ever console you had, or first few ever consoles that ever got into your gaming?
I remember very fondly. I mean, not very fondly, very vaguely having an Atari, but as I said, probably Super Nintendo or even Sega. I played a lot of Sega coming up, and just kind of like bought the consoles and the new systems as they came out. PlayStation, the original PlayStation, I was big on that. All the Spyros and
Spyro was amazing.
Yeah, those are my games. Crash Bandicoot.
Yep, I can't wait for the remake. Unfortunately, I traded in my PlayStation because that was a smart idea. There you go. But those are definitely some class games, because you're younger than me, so you're only 22. So things like Atari and Sega and that, like, those are the people who are closer to 30. They all remember that stuff. I almost remember like the PlayStation 1 as being like my main console when I first started getting really into it and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That was probably when I first really realized, hey man, I really enjoy playing video games, And then I remember my friends having an Xbox before I ever got one. Friends of mine in the neighborhood had an Xbox, and we'd always go to a buddy's house,
Yeah.
Play, and always split screen Halo 2 before Xbox Live was really big for us, at least.
Yeah.
That was always fun, man. I remember those times.
Yeah, because you've actually mentioned here that you used to play tournaments with people in the neighborhood and stuff. Did you used to win them?
Yeah. I used to be up there, man. I was probably one of the better kids in the neighborhood. It was really between me and one kid that would always battle it out and come down to in the end. Mm-hmm. But I always enjoyed making it fair, like we'd always switch it up and like keep teams fresh and try to make it as even balanced teams as possible, because I mean nobody likes to smash a victory.
But no, it's to be fair, some of the competitive games are really, really good fun, and because obviously we had the 1v1 tournament recently, and the final there was unbelievable, and it was ridiculously close. So just like being able to watch that and be part of it is quite cool. But you still get your blood blowing when you're playing anything competitive, especially against your friends. I can imagine some people's egos might get out there a bit, start trash talking.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you're in person, it seems like the tension's always more, You're right there next to each other.
Especially when you're on split screen, trying to hide the screen from the other person.
Yeah, right. Man. Oh man, you're screaming.
Yeah. Did you ever? Because I've seen photos of it. Because how did it split screen? Was it horizontal or vertical? Was it horizontal? I can imagine.
Yeah, most of the time it was horizontal. If you played 4 players though, it split it up into 4.
Yeah. Equal parts.
Corner. But it's hard, even when you play on a big screen, and even if you have any type of peripherals, you kind of vaguely have an idea of
where people are,
whereabouts, and especially when you play the same maps over and over and over and over.
Yeah, you get used to it.
One little thing out of the corner of your eye that's like a landmark, and you're like, oh, okay, I know.
That's where it is.
Man, I know where he's at.
What was it? I saw a photo, and what people had done is they built like it had like a big cardboard bit, and they put it up against halfway, so there was somebody sitting underneath, and then someone sitting on a couch looking over it, so that they couldn't have to have it. That's when shit gets serious. No, because me and my brother used to play some split screen, and we used to fight. But no, those were the good days. But yeah, so obviously you're talking about like PlayStation 1. Did you get the PlayStation 1, or have you always been an Xbox guy?
I had the PlayStation 1, and I bought a PlayStation 2 as well. But then once it went to PlayStation 3 and 360, it got a little bit like cost expensive. So I just went with the 360 because more of my friends were on that. So it just worked out best for me.
No, that's cool. And then obviously onto the Xbox One afterwards. What was that?
Sorry, I was just going to say, looking back on it, though, I mean, if I really weighed my options out, I probably would have went towards the PlayStation 4 just because of the free membership, especially at first, and they had a lot more exclusives. And they were just, I don't know, Sony seemed more about the community and less about the amount of income they were in profit, that they were getting. Which now it's kind of just, they're both big industries fighting for what they can get, but... Yeah,
because I quite enjoy the fact that with Xbox Gold you get a free game every month. You get to try it for a month and stuff. I think that's pretty very, very, very cost effective that you're getting your membership for a year and then load out like 12 free games for a month. It's pretty cool. Especially if you like the game and you end up making advantage of it from start to end. You can complete those games in that time.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite features I was going to say about Xbox here lately is they had those free games. They usually have like a throwback game, 360 every month for free, and then like one indie or arcade game, and then one like kind of recent Xbox One game every month. But they're supposed to be coming out with some vault that's got like free games, like a load of free games. I don't know how it's going to work. I just seen it featured on the Xbox dashboard.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm quite lucky actually because I've obviously recently got the Xbox, but I've still got all my 360 games, so I need to test out to see if it actually accepts the disc because I've got like the first Gears of War 3s and a bunch of other games. I've got Black Ops actually as well. I don't have COD 4. COD 4 is my jam though. I fucking love that game.
COD 4 was my game.
Yeah, because was that how many hours did you end up putting into that? Because I remember that game was unbelievable.
Oh, dude. I honestly couldn't tell you. At least a month.
Yeah, of like game time.
Like at least 30 days, I would say. But that's probably added up to with game battles and all kinds of custom matches. We used to play Mike Myers and Cops and Robbers and
on COD 4.
All those. Yeah, COD 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Was that just like everyone like local friends and stuff?
Yeah, it was mostly just local friends. We'd play I used to grind out Call of Duty, man. Like, and when I say grind out, I mean like from when the first one came out to when the next one came, and that was pretty much the only game I played.
Yeah.
With the exception of game caught my attention, I might pick it up, play it for a week or two, and then put it down, and I'm mainly staying with COD until the new one came out. Up until the thruster packs and like Advanced Warfare. But I don't know, man. I just where was I at? I lost my train of thought.
Custom games.
Oh yeah, custom games, Cops and Robbers. It was mostly just friends of mine, but every once in a while, we'd play for a while, get in public matches, and talk to some people, and then they'd want to play. We'd go jump in with them. But it was fun, man. Cops and Robbers is one I really enjoyed playing. You don't ever really see anybody playing anymore.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing, to be honest. I just remember playing. I remember playing 20. Was it like 20 on 20 domination or something stupid like that? Because I used to get like ridiculous like KDAs. I never touched Search and Destroy. It was too intense for me. But no, that's cool.
Search was always definitely a harder game type to play, especially on COD 4 and the earlier ones. It was more of like a slower tactical. You have to play I don't know. It's weird. Call of Duty's weird. I can't really explain it, but it's a lot about like angles and holding down things in the earlier Call of Duties. Yeah. And knowing the map and where to look and stuff, but. Yeah,
because there's a couple of maps that I remember me and my mates, because obviously you used to get 2 claymores in COD 4, and then like you would just end up sitting in like a house with 4 claymores set up with both you snipers and just sniping everyone. That's how we used to play, and used to slam bads with it. I used to always love sniping though. That was always my favorite thing. But that was cool.
Sniping in early Apocalypse was so much fun, man.
Yeah.
Or the War and COD War, that was like my favorite ones, sniping.
What was it? The bolt action. Bolt action was always the way forward. Getting those one-shot head kills. But now I don't have the accuracy for it anymore.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. I feel like there's a lot of people, especially like coming up, kids that are getting into it at a really young age, and they're picking up that muscle memory a lot quicker than some people have had the chance to, because first-person shooters weren't advanced when we were their age necessarily. So they're getting, I don't know, they're just a little bit step ahead by the time they reach 18, 20, 24, you know.
They've had a lot. And they've also been playing at these like very high level quality games from a younger age as well. What was
and the more recent games that have been coming out, like Titanfall and Advanced Warfare, and you know, just a lot of dynamic movements, and a lot of, you have to be on your toes. You have to have a lot of you have to have just a good eye for stuff, you know.
Yeah. The muscle memory is a massive thing, to be able to react to something so quickly and your body instantly wants to do it properly. It's always a big thing. Yeah. That's cool. But no, that's good. Like, what is it you're playing these days? I think we've already asked that question, so just ignore that. I've already asked that at the start. But no, so yeah, you've been streaming for a couple of months now. So what is it you enjoy most about it then, when you're actually streaming? Is it just...
honestly, when I'm actually streaming, I enjoy the most about it. The thing I enjoy most about actually streaming is probably just meeting people, through doing what I would normally do every day, and not have this portal to meet these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then not only do you meet them and they have a chance to come into your stream and you talk to them, but like you kind of grow a relationship with this person, and then you go and check out their stream and you chill in there for a while, and then, you know, you talk to them, and then all of a sudden it's something that you almost look forward to doing, you know, like you want to look for these people when they're live, and you want to watch them and show them support.
Yeah.
When they do it to you, and it feels good when you do it to them in return. So it's I don't know, it's a weird thing, man. But
it's all about relationships. It's all about like creating those connections. It's kind of interesting when you think about streaming like that. Whenever I first thought about streaming, it was always like, so these people are really good at gameplays, they're showing their stuff off, and they're really good. But no, it's actually about making these connections with people and being able to interact with them, which is always really good fun. And especially going to show them support is always a bonus as well, and seeing what they bring to the table and how they do things differently, which is quite cool. Doug Slays, what's your gamer tag? Is it not just Doug_Slays?
My gamer tag is just Doug Space Slays.
Space Slays. Decent. In fact, you might have played with each other, Venom. Venom might have joined us for a game recently, quite possibly.
Yeah, I might have played a game. I might have been in a game with Venom on some Overwatch.
Yeah. I had a question, but
I play with the majority of the Team Emmmmsie community. Seems like that's the one game that almost everybody has in common.
Yeah, it's a good game though. It's because it's so many different variety in characters. It's not like COD and stuff where.
Yeah, it has brought a lot of different aspects of gamers in too, from MMORPGs to first-person shooters to, you know, all kinds of people that wouldn't normally even play that type of game. For some reason, it appealed to them, and they played it and liked it.
Yeah, and there's a character for everyone out there.
Yeah.
That's cool. So how long have you been in Team Emmmmsie for then?
Gosh, I want to say it's been around 2 months. They were around for about a month when I joined.
Decent. So pretty early doors then.
Yeah, it was pretty early on when I got in, and I got my foot in the door. I seen kind of what was going on, you know, and the retweets and the support that was being shown from the members in the Team Emmmmsie community, and I don't know, I just thought it'd be a good thing to be a part of.
Yeah, decent.
To get into something and have a way to socialize with so many different people right there at your fingertips, and it was definitely one of the best decisions I ever made. And I didn't realize how much I enjoyed supporting small streamers, and not only that, but just watching just all these variety of streams and how people have their own little unique twist on what we're all trying to do and make people want to watch. You know what I'm saying?
And it's also quite good because you actually come in and we actually have this common theme of like what we like to do on our own time. So you can end up finding people who like the same games, and you can actually have proper conversations with them, which sometimes is quite hard in real life to be able to open up to some people about gaming. Some people frown upon it, but it's cool. But you get to be in a community where you can talk to people about the same enjoyments that you get out of certain aspects in life.
Oh. Right. Yeah.
But there's a bit of an argument going on in the chat. So what's your favorite Overwatch player then?
Oh, my favorite Overwatch player is probably Pharah. I seem to do best when I'm playing with her usually. Diva is pretty easy for me to play as well. For whatever reason, I like playing as Ana. I don't know, maybe it's just the difficulty.
Yeah.
I'm not very good with her. That appeals to me, makes me want to play with her more. I don't do it as often, but I do enjoy playing with Ana a lot.
Especially sometimes it's always nice to have at least one or two difficult characters that you feel that you need to hone your skills on.
Yeah, definitely. And like that's one of the characters that's I don't feel is played enough. You don't really see it played a lot. And those characters, when those characters are perfected, they're played really, really well.
Yeah.
They have a huge impact in the game.
Yeah, if I ever see a good Ana, I'm always making it my goal to go and wreck their day and make them not have fun. Because they could be the heals they can throw out is ridiculous, and the fact that they can stop you healing is crazy.
I know it's she's pretty OP, man. And if you got like a good tank around you, a good Roadhog or even a Beaver or something that you can put your ultimate into, and then they can help support you. She's got a good set of skills.
Definitely. So we've talked about you as a streamer. We'll go into a bit of your personal life just to get to know you a bit better out with the streaming. So you were saying it was a HVAC technician. And how long were you doing that for then?
I've actually been doing that since I moved back from Hawaii. So like for 4 months now, 4 or 5 months now I've been doing that. I picked on it fairly quick though. It's pretty easy trade for me at least. The only tough part about it is the conditions, being in a sweltering attic or a tight crawl space, not really having a lot of room to work, always dealing with itchy insulation, which eventually you get used to. But it's not a bad job. I really do enjoy it.
That's good then, especially if you enjoy it. Especially if you've got good colleagues to work with, I suppose. I'm assuming you might.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy working with my crew lead. He's a good guy.
That's good then. And then what was it so when you were in Hawaii, what was it you were doing for work there?
Ooh, that's a long story. Short version is I didn't really have a job. The place that we moved was actually the poorest district in the United States. It was called Puna. It's on the east coast of the main island, the Hilo side, the non-tourist side of the island. So it's just locals, and we didn't really know that. We didn't really do a whole lot of looking into it. It was just kind of a cheap place to live, and we were like, okay, sure. And Craigslist and just did it. It was kind of crazy looking back on it, but so there wasn't really a whole lot of job opportunities out there, and the ones there weren't paying very well. I tried to get a job at a bakery. It didn't go so well. They were paying minimum wage there is less than it is here, and everything's about 15% more expensive than it is.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy then.
So it's like the minimum wage here I think is like $7.50, and minimum wage there is $7.25 still. And I was getting paid like $7.50, and it just wasn't enough to cut the bills. So honestly, I did what I could to make money. I went and I farmed a lot of fresh fruits from the island, like coconuts, lilikoi, avocados, stuff like that. I would take them to town. I'd sell them. Coconuts is how I made a lot of my money.
That's
I would
pretty
take
cool.
coconuts and rum and go to the tourist side of the island.
Yeah.
And sit there with a tour, coconuts and rum, and pop them up with fresh coconuts, stick a straw in them, pour a little rum in them, sell them right there. Here you go, $5 a pop. I didn't ask for nothing. It was just donations only. That's just what people normally gave me, about $5.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea, actually.
Sell alcohol on the strip like that without
Permit.
So that was my loophole of getting around it. Just donations only. I'm just doing this for the people.
Yeah. It also makes you look like a good guy then.
Yeah, like, 'cause most of the time they wouldn't mess with you anyways, but some people would think that, like, because, I mean, I was out there doing it for a living, It wasn't like I was out there trying to rip people off or anything.
Yeah, you were just trying to get by.
I was trying to live. And, I mean, it was fun, man. I did it really for the experience of it.
Yeah.
For the, I don't know, there's something about the feeling of, the free feeling of just not really having any steady income coming in, and that just like unsettling feeling of always not knowing what's coming next.
Yeah.
Freedom that comes with it. This just is so settling, man. It's so
and just living in the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty cool. But no, that's awesome. So have you done any traveling other than Hawaii then?
Not out of the United States, other than one cruise to the Bahamas. I took a few years ago, and other than that, I've been to countless states in the U.S. Probably upwards of 20, at least half, I would say.
That's pretty
Most
cool,
of the
then.
East Coast. Me and my grandfather are big baseball fans, so we took a lot of trips when I was younger, going to different places, different cities, and seeing the Braves play.
And you went obviously with your grandfather as well, didn't you?
Say it again.
You went with your grandfather as well on these trips. That's a pretty cool experience then.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It's one of my fondest memories looking back growing up. Those trips.
That's pretty cool. So who's your favorite baseball team then?
The Atlanta Braves.
Decent. I don't really know much about baseball too much. I don't really follow it. But have they been successful recently, or they've been slumming it?
They have been in a slump. It's kind of a rebuilding season. We're getting a new stadium. It's coming up here, I believe. This new season, we should be in the new stadium. So they've kind of been setting things towards having that new stadium, just rebuilding their team, not really having making sure everybody's on point whenever the startup is, I guess. It's just weird.
That's fine, though. You've got, at least you've got the Falcons to maybe then support. Other than we just ignore the Super Bowl game, do we?
Yeah, I was just talking about.
I'm quite a big American football fan, so I remember watching that. I stayed up and it was 28-3 and I went to bed. And I was like, fuck this. This game's over. And I woke up, I had it recorded. I was like, all right, I'm just going to watch it and just see what happens. And then I was like jumping up and down on the bed, like going crazy. I was like, this is unbelievable.
That was the disappointment of my life, man. That's the story of Atlanta, though. That's how it always goes.
It sucks for everyone but a Falcon fan. If you're a football fan, then it's brilliant. One of the best games ever.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was a great game, like, looking back on it. But it was just like, oh, man, it's so painful to watch as a Falcons fan.
If there was something that could go wrong, it went wrong in that game.
Yes, definitely. Second half was just a disaster.
Yeah, like, worst disaster ever.
Yeah. Golly.
But no, cool. So obviously you're obviously living by yourself. How many flatmates have you got, or roommates?
Actually, I have one roommate. He's got 2 kids. They're here every other weekend, and I'm also living with my girlfriend at the time.
That's cool.
Who's been my girlfriend for about 2 years now. She was the one I moved to Hawaii with and came back.
That's pretty cool. Then so you did that experience together. That's awesome.
Yeah, man, it was a great experience.
Yeah.
And it was probably something that I wouldn't have been able to do without her. Just having the comfort of home and someone else, and being able to have somebody there to share it with and kind of be like,
we did it together.
Break down to in moments. Just kind of like, this is a lot. What are we doing?
Yeah, to help each other through the bad and enjoy the good together.
Yeah, together.
That's pretty cool. Have you got any? So you've mentioned here you've got a couple of pets. Are they in there with you, or is it family pets back with the parents?
They actually are right here. I can show them on
Yeah,
screen.
definitely. Should bring them in.
This is my American Bulldog here.
Who's out cold.
Becoming nice now. And that's my dog, actually. He's about 4 years old. And this is a Border Collie, which is my girlfriend's dog.
That's cool.
She's actually 3-legged.
Right.
She was born like that.
Yeah.
We got her probably 4 months ago. She's not about 5 months old.
All right, so very, very young then. Still, I'm
Yes,
assuming
yeah.
since you're having from birth, then she must be doing all right with 3 legs and able to get around all right and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
she's pretty quick, man. You'd be surprised. She's faster than
you'd
he
think.
is.
That's pretty cool then. That's pretty cool.
Funny story, actually. Before it, like 30 minutes before the stream, I let them out to make sure that they'd be peaceful and quiet and not be bothering me, harassing me, trying to go outside during the podcast. And I'm glad I did it too, because she went around the house, the back of the house, and disappeared for a while. I wanted to call her. She came running back, man. Her whole side of her face was brown. She done rolled all in some poo.
Oh, nasty.
Just for the podcast, man. It was a bad time. And I was like, well, at least you gave me enough time to bathe you.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's nasty. That explains a lot then. Yeah, because we were a bit delayed today.
Yeah.
It happens. You're still here, but no, that's cool. Like, I want this funny story. I'm just gonna mention. So one of the questions, obviously, a funny or interesting story, and I'm just gonna let you go ahead with this one because this one gave me a good chuckle. I enjoyed this one. The cousin gaming and ice cream.
Oh man, that's definitely a funny story. That wasn't something I was gonna add in there either, because it's such a long, just weird, almost had to be there moment. But it was funny, man. One of my more fonder moments from gaming as a kid, when I used to play with my cousin, and we were playing. I can't remember what game it was, but it was on the Super Nintendo, where the discs would always mess up. You had to blow them out.
Yeah.
And both chowing down on some ice cream, and I hand her my ice cream cone and get up to go blow out the disc to try to get the game to work. And I'm backing up, looking at the TV, thinking it's gonna work. I can sit down in my chair without thinking, and she had set my ice cream cone down in my chair. I sat right up. Ice cream. Yeah.
A nice cold ass as well then.
Definitely a nice cold ass.
And they just probably started playing the game and hope while you're trying to clean up, trying to get an advantage from it.
Yeah, she's over there beating me up.
That's pretty cool. You're actually quite funny. In the questionnaire, you're actually one of the first first person to properly fill out this additional information section of it, where you just like get to add whatever you want. So some of the things you've been doing, you brought up, is how to keep from getting discouraged when supporting others. So I'm assuming you might have had a few key points that you wanted to bring up through that discussion.
Yeah, there's some things that I've thought about, man, and nothing really in particular that I just wanted to throw down anybody's throats or nothing, but just some personal experiences of mine. You know, like I said earlier, I work a good bit, and work's going to be picking up too with being in heat and air and it coming into summertime.
Yeah.
Things are getting hot. I'm about to be working 65, 70 plus hours a week every week, like trying to balance and supporting people and streaming. And I'm still going to do what I can. This isn't a complaint or nothing.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
That's good. Life happens.
It's a common thing for people to get discouraged, you know, and especially when not seeing necessarily the numbers that you want to see, or you're putting out a lot of support and you're not really don't feel like you're getting out what you're putting in. But that's just, to me, I feel like it's all part of the process. I feel like we're doing something here that hasn't really been done to this scale. I feel like we have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And I feel like with that lot of potential comes a lot of responsibility for us individually to keep doing what we're doing and not just get caught up on the numbers.
Yeah.
And you know, who's where and who's supporting who and stuff like that, but just make sure to be on top of what you can do, and that's what I try to do, at least.
Yeah.
Focus less on what everybody else is doing and just try to focus on what I can do to be more productive, to be helping somebody out. You know, in my free time, if I'm sitting down and I'm not doing nothing, maybe I can just get on there and shoot a couple of retweets.
Yeah.
See what's popping in the Discord. If there's some stream raid going, then I'll pop in there, even if I ain't got a lot of time. Like if I'm at work and my phone, I don't have a lot of data a lot of times at work, so I will pull up the stream and still just hype it up in the chat and
say hey, see how's it going.
Hey, give him a follow, tell him I'll be back later, let him know what's going on, you know, that I'm at work, but keep the stream going, keep the sport going, you know, just try to keep things alive. But there's just a lot of things like that I think that can be done to
a lot of the time it's something simple like saying keep it up or you're doing a good job that actually will encourage people to continue and keep you doing well.
It really does, man. It really does. And some people kind of get lost in that. Especially, I feel like the more you become known and the more you are kind of in the middle of things, the less you see how important those small things are. That just stopping about somebody's stream and tell them, hey, man, I hope you're having a good day. You know, this stream looks great. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. You know, just small things like that it could really make somebody's whole day better. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds crazy, but it really does. You know, some days when I'm just in a bad mood and I get on and I stream, there's been days where, like the other day, man, I was just in a pissy mood and I got on and MQ Taylor actually popped in my stream and me and him sat there and chat for a while.
Funny enough, he just showed up as well.
He just showed up and we were just sitting there chatting and it definitely just turned my my outlook in that one moment around. You know, just made my day a little bit brighter for sure. Just sitting there, just having a chat with somebody that I would normally just be playing a video game in a sour mood.
Yeah,
you know, it's a cool thing being able to stream and have all this access to all these people.
Yeah, no, that's cool. MQ Taylor's an amazing guy. I see him around all the time. Yeah, he just showed up into this chat channel at the moment as well.
How's it going, Taylor?
No, he's a good guy. Like, I've known him before I joined even Team Emmmmsie, man. Taylor's awesome. Red for the win. In fact, actually, I changed my name color from pink to red. He's probably not happy with that. But that's cool. So you've also got some other questions here that you've popped in. So another question you've raised in this is, what's the ultimate goal of all this? So, especially, I'll ask you the question first. What's your ultimate goal for the streaming? Where do you envision yourself going forward?
That's something that, you know, that's a hard question, man. That's something that I threw in there just because I feel like it's a tough subject for a lot of people. A lot of people don't really know what they want out of this. A lot of people think they want just like immediate fame.
Yeah.
But for me, I was thinking like that the other day. That's why I put it in there because for me, it's not really about what I'm going to obtain from this. For me, it's about just, I don't know, I'm doing something that I love, and that's enough for me. So if I get the opportunity to be able to do this just whenever, you know, just for people to watch me.
Just for enjoyment. Like, if you were thinking about when you were just playing a game, you would just be playing the game just for the sake of playing the game and doing it and enjoying it and having fun. And there's no reason why streaming should be any different from that mentality.
Right. Like, to me, I look at it as even if I were to make it to somebody's level who's already streaming, you know, just like Scump or Summit 1G or Tim the Tapman, for example, just three off the top of my head who I know every time they stream have 10,000 viewers in there just off the top, you know, like even if I did make it to that level, if I didn't help anybody along the way, I would feel as if it was all for nothing, you know, if I didn't like support people and try to bring people up and try to like, I don't know, bring other people to the top, you know, I feel like it would just bring the standard up for streaming, I guess, too, as well. That's a big thing too, because I feel like the general standard for streams is kind of lower than it should be, and not to anybody's fault in particular, but just maybe people don't know and don't have access to ways to find out things and stuff like that. So that's all a big part of what this community can help do, and a part of why I wanted to join, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who've got some great advice and great tips to be given out in this community. It's just trying to tap those useful people to be able to get it.
Yeah, definitely, man. There's a lot of great minds in this community, and if we just found some way to just keep doing what we're doing and link those minds together, man, something special is really going to come out of this.
Hopefully, yeah, and hopefully we just make people smile and people enjoy their days every day.
There you go.
That's the ultimate goal, really.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm assuming this question is for me. If you could have one person on your podcast, who would it be?
Yeah.
I see. I've never really thought about it, to be honest, because I've never watched like any partner streamers. I don't watch them. I don't find them really that enjoyable to watch because I like coming into the small streamers and interacting, which you don't get that from the people who are partner streamers. It's more like TV, and you go in just to watch them and spam emotes, apparently. So But no, it'd be quite. I suppose Syndicate would be quite a cool guy to come on, because obviously he's a very well known name, and just to chat away with and just see how his experiences and got there. Possibly the CEO of Twitch might be something quite cool, and see how the history of Twitch all came about. Because I know it wasn't Twitch always, and I know the idea of like, could you imagine being the CEO of Twitch now and just thinking back as to like how much of a simple idea it is and how it's exploded to what it is these days?
Yeah, man, it's crazy to think about. I don't think he had no idea.
Nah, I don't think anyone ever has an idea like that.
I don't think anybody who comes up with an idea like that knows the just immense, I guess, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, man. I'm zoning out right now. I guess the just the outcome,
yeah.
possible outcome. But,
oh yeah, it was Justin TV before it was Twitch. But yeah, just to think like just a simple idea that someone's probably just come up with, and just like, oh, let's try and do this, and let's just see if we can expose people gaming and try and improve their experiences to what it is today. And it's like millions and millions of viewers and streamers. It's crazy if you really think about it. But no, that'd be someone that'd be quite cool to get and hear that story.
It wouldn't necessarily have to be somebody on Twitch either. I just put it out there. Just anybody, if you could have anybody on here and just talk to them for an hour or two, just to get their outlook or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be.
Who would it be?
Oh, no, that's a good question. But no, it's not something I've ever thought about. I'm trying to think who would be quite good for that. Bill Gates, actually. And the reason I say it is because someone who's that famous and has all that money, how he's still been able to stay down to earth and continue to do some of the things that a normal person does. Like, he doesn't act like someone who's been there. I suppose maybe because he was never born with it. That'd be someone who'd be quite interesting to bring on. And again, there's a lot of history there, stuff to talk about, and trying to keep people out of the clouds sometimes is always quite. Coming from someone like that would be pretty cool. Yeah. No,
yeah.
Those are two good really questions. I like that. And then you've got the last one you've added. For someone new to uploading gameplay in general, what would you say is the easiest video streaming uploading site to build a following? Because do you just use Twitch, or have you dabbled in Beam, YouTube?
I with just being able to stream off my Xbox right now, I can only stream off Twitch.
Yeah.
I've looked into Beam a little bit. I kind of like the setup of things and how they have different stats and viewing stats and stuff, and just a different compatibility with viewer and streamer.
Yeah.
What they have is pretty cool, but I've yet to stream or anything on there.
Yeah, because they're bringing out an Xbox app, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're going to try to wing everything on Microsoft towards Beam, since they made it, and they're going to kind of come off of Twitch.
Yeah.
So that should be interesting to see.
Yeah, it should be quite interesting to see where it does expand. Apparently Taylor says it might already have an app for it already. But no, yeah, someone to challenge Twitch might be quite interesting to see how they compete. Because some people might just move over for something different, or it gives people choices, I guess. I've never really looked into streaming on YouTube at all. I wouldn't even know how to find people streaming on YouTube, which would be quite funny, to be perfectly honest. And then creating a YouTube channel has been quite difficult. Like, I do obviously the YouTube channel for the team, and that's bloody difficult trying to create the awareness for that. It's so hard.
Yeah, I feel like it's really hard to get, even though YouTube is more of like a broader spectrum of videos and people who watch the videos and stuff. I feel like it's a harder source to bring people in is compared to like Twitch, because that's what everybody there on Twitch is there to watch video games. They're there to see people play video games, and that's pretty much why they're there. And also on YouTube, in a video, you don't really get that interaction. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely lacking the interaction, which is a big thing, because that's part of what brings people back is being that person that people want to talk to, or people want to be in their stream and interact with, Yeah, definitely. No, it's because Twitch is quite easy if you've got consoles, because it obviously has the app that you can stream through. PlayStation 4 is quite easy to do with. It's just press the middle button and then just stream to
Twitch and stuff, and then you've obviously got like OBS and stuff and PC and that. Once you get used to it, this like there's a lot of depth to it, but like the simplicity of just like opening up OBS, game capture, and just going out and playing isn't exactly too complicated.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to stream from the Xbox, but it definitely can get complex whenever you start getting into the layers of things and the panels and
Graphics and
the
bots.
overlays and the bots and everything, man. Just OBS and all the different systems and software you got to be running and the specs you got to have to run the software, and just
from like headsets to mics to webcams. It does get a bit complicated, but then that's when it starts getting personal to who you are and what you can do, which becomes quite interesting there. But that's cool. Those are some really, really, really good questions you've added there, and it's opened up quite a nice discussion. I really enjoyed it. And this is, if there's anything else you want to bring up, we can go into the Google feud that we were going to discuss.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We can go ahead and go into that.
All right, cool. So what we were going to do, channel, for people who are still in the chat, we were going to play a Google feud against each other. I think it's against each other. Is that how it's going to work? Which obviously people are more than welcome to try and join in on. So I'm going to pop this chat out. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. And then I'll open up. Do I send you the link, or do you want to send me it? I don't know how it works, to be honest.
You can just pop the link up, and then I won't be able to pull it up off this tablet, I don't believe. Well, I might.
Or I can just give you the questions and put the answers in for both of us.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I think that would be the best to do it.
All right.
So we can use some help in the chat too, because I'm not very good at guessing games. But here we go.
All right, cool. So I've got Google Feud up. I need to set up an OBS layer to capture it. Let's go. I'm going to put myself smaller for this then. Boop. Let's go. This should be fun, actually. I'm looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Yeah, me too, man. This is going to be fun.
Google Feud. Let's go. Alright, I'm going to put OBS over here for a second. And then that way I can actually resize this. It might cover you up a bit, but that's fine. I don't mind. I'll put this actually. If I put myself over this corner, we should be laughing actually. Boom, there we go. There we go. And then I can get rid of this somewhere. Boom, there we go. Now guys, so we're going to do some questions. And we're going to see how we can get... I've been terrible, I've not hit anything yet. Can you play one-on-one with each other? Or do you have to play...
Yeah, I think you can do it anyway. I think you do it anyhow you want it.
Alright, so we've got culture, people, names, and questions. What are we going for?
Let's go, gosh.
Questions to start off with?
Well, yeah, questions is probably a good one.
Boom. Alright, so, in fact, actually, you get 3 guesses and stuff for things, so we can, I'll do a guess, you do a guess, we'll get the chat to see if they can do a guess as well then.
Alright, yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, so what question is used all the time on Google? How do you make blank? I'm going to put in this, babies.
Ooh, that's tough.
What are you thinking? It's your turn then. It's your turn.
Oh man.
Chat. Also, chat. Start thinking of some answers for how do you make.
How do you make cake?
Cake.
Everybody says.
I don't even know if the chat's gonna be. It might take a wee while. Hopefully. Yeah, anybody?
It's
bread.
Delay, but it's not too bad.
More tread says bread. How do you make bread? Apparently, what? So the big point was being slime, pumpkin seeds, chili, French toast, eggnog, a hot toddy, meatloaf, jello shots, a Moscow mule, and caramel. Alright.
Wow.
Google Feud, you have just...
So far, so good.
No, Makey was like, how do you make weed? That'd have been a good answer, actually. But apparently Muramasa knows that it was slime. Alright, Muramasa. Alright, we've got the same options again. Culture, people's names, questions. What are you thinking? We can work from left to right and just go culture.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sounds good. Culture. What? Just says sparkling. Sparkling what? Eric, chat as well. Start getting ready to start jumping those answers out. Let's see what you've got. Sparkling. I'm gonna go wine. Sparkling wine. Ba-boom.
Sparkling water.
Yeah, those are the top two. Top two. Chat's also got them.
Nice.
All right. Well, since chat shared water and wine, it's also clear. Sparkling jewelry. In fact, I'm gonna have to Google how I spell jewelry.
Jewelry.
It's one of those ones where it's like 2 + 2 = 4, but I still can't. Get on your level, Muramasa. Right, what's your one?
Sparkling soda.
Soda. Alright, let's see if chat's got something coming back. I might go with it now until chat hopefully comes up with something else. I'm gonna go with diamond. I feel like jewelry should be up there. Nope. Fail. No, Megio had the same one. Sparkling ice, sparkling cider, Wiggles, juice area, grape juice, water maker, and red wine. I feel like Muramasa's cheating here. Definitely cheating, Muramasa.
He's on the answer sheets over there.
Yeah, definitely on the answer sheet somewhere. All right, let's go, people. This time, people. I want to be a astronaut. All right, what do you want to be, Doug Slays? What do you want to be?
I want to be a dog.
A dog.
Yeah. Somebody else does.
A billionaire. That's a good one, actually.
Billionaire. That is a good one.
Oh, that is our number one answer as well. Nice.
There you go.
Playboy. Oh well. Oh, billionaire. We should have went naturally for millionaire. Apparently, dentist is the third most googled one. Girl.
Dentist?
Yeah. I want to be a girl, cowboy, woman, model, doctor, baller, and then billionaire too. I have no idea what the hell's going on. Alright, next section. Names. Emily wants to play. How is that not one? Muramasa, I do want to be a girl. Well, you're weird, mate. What are you thinking?
Emily.
Oh, crap, did I come off that? My bad. Oh, my bad. I don't know what I did there, but we've started again. Alright, we're now I don't know. I looked on it and it was suddenly like back to the options. So we're now in Barbara.
Oh, okay. Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, obviously. Barbara Streisand. There we go. Just
For that.
Apparently that's wrong. Unless I spell it right. I even Googled it. Barbara Bush. Yeah. Stop Googling it, Muramasa. Your hail was wrong. Barbara Bush was what are these? Boxer. That was a weird round. Let's do people again. That would seem to be a good one.
Yeah,
the question is how to build a blank. So we're going for the natural snowman one, are we?
How to build a snowman?
Yeah. That only came in 5th.
Alright, I'm gonna try how to build a house.
House. Boom, number 2. Bridge. Muramasa's gone for bridge. More shit. We got snowman. Number 5. What are you thinking?
Ooh. What's he gonna be?
I'll get around to more treads in a second.
Oh, how about
a franchise. I'm actually gonna put that franchise with it. Oh, boo! Sandcastle. I reckon that might be one, but we'll wait until Doug comes up with an answer.
Oh man. Yeah, try to just see if how to build a following works.
Following. A computer, website, deck, shed, bar, resume, gaming PC, and wall. Of course, wall was going to be up there. Walls, bungalow. People are I think we're maybe being a bit too narrow-minded or too detailed with our descriptions because things are like computer, website are very generic. Next round, questions again. Do babies like? This one has a really weird number one actually, if I remember correctly. I'm sure this is the question that brought up the reason why we wanted to play Google Feud. No, Mego, do babies like bombs? Oh no, that'll be how to build. Seafood.
A weird one. Seafood, whiskey.
Do babies like cuddles? I'm going for cuddles. Your shot.
Vodka.
Vodka! No, vibration, music, mobiles, to be held, beards, swings, their heads rubbed, avocado. Why the fuck do people have to find out if babies like avocado? Attractive faces and breast milk. Alright, let's go culture. Is Taylor Swift? The question is Taylor Swift? I really want to put gay. That's the first thing I want to put. Hot.
Is Taylor Swift married?
Oh, that made me move. Oh, boom! That came in at number 4.
Nice.
Sexy from Mirror Mass. Oh, single. Good one. More tread. Good one. Boom! That comes in at number 5. I feel like this should be we should be going for a running theme here. Dating.
Yeah,
I was wrong. Pregnant.
ooh, there's a good one.
Apparently, is Taylor Swift in The Giver, the top one? Dead. Is Taylor Swift and Drake dating? Is Taylor Swift country? On Apple Music, on Spotify, on tour, dating Ben Affleck. Alright. I reckon we'll go for one more. Culture, people, names, or questions.
Let's try another culture.
Cool. Oh, baseball is. Wow, what a good one to end on.
I feel like a lot of people think baseball is boring, so that might be a good one.
Boring. It came in at number 9.
There you go.
Is baseball a sport? Oh no, baseball is.
Baseball is a sport, huh?
Babe Ruth. I'm not putting 9. Baseball is. For the birds.
For the bird.
American.
There you go.
Apparently not. Alright, let's hear it. Shadow figure. Lame. Shadow figure's lame.
Too long.
Too long. Apparently it was baseball is life. Baseball is gay. Baseball is dying. A game of failure, not a sport. 90 mental. The best sport. Fun, the hardest sport. Wow, I was never getting any of them. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think we're going to end the stream there then. That was a good one to finish on. Let's see. If you want to find someone to stream raid, more than... If anybody you fancy it.
Let's see. Let's look and see who's live.
Yeah, no, cool. That's cool. Let's go show someone to support peeps. But while you're searching, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming on today. Been another good one. It's been fun. In fact, before you go, when are you going to be next streaming? Actually, let's plug it.
I'll be streaming again tonight, probably around. Actually, I'm probably gonna go live here after this.
Decent. So after this, then give it like 10 or 15 minutes, and you can go see Doug Slays live himself. What are you gonna be playing?
I'll be playing some Battlefield 1 to start off.
Decent quality. So yeah, there you go, people. If you need something to do tonight or something to look to do, then definitely go check out Doug Slays. Oh, Punisher, you've just came in at the wrong time, man. Yeah, you found anyone yet?
Pro Tunic. Has he been raided lately?
I have no idea. This not really matters if they've been raided or not. This is a stream raid, podcast raid.
Just a stream raid, huh?
So we can do anything.
Yep, he's alive now. Looks like he's playing some Ark.
What did you say? What was his name?
Pro Tunic.
Where is it? Pro
Let's
Tunic.
see. He may have just went off.
Oh, I see him. Playing some Street Fighter.
Street Fighter 5. That's what it is.
Boom.
Picture was-
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Get him. But no, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you very much, chat, for sticking around and then joining us for the Google Feud. And yeah, we'll catch you there. And the podcast will be onto the YouTube channel on Monday evening. So check it out. Catch you guys later.